Wilson Morales from Black Film TV. Hello, folks. How's it going?
I'm
Going great.
good. You?
Good, good. I've known each of you because you've had different projects over the years that I've talked to you about. But here you're playing parents, of a well-famous family. And it was interesting because I'm talking to the director, and he's dealing with, not only shooting the sporting aspect of it, but dealing with a cast of newcomers besides yourselves. So how was it for you playing the parents and dealing with a cast of newcomers who are just acting for the first time?
I mean, it was a beautiful thing, deeply inspirational. Dayo has talked about this a little bit, about how sometimes as an actor, over time, you might start to get into the job part of it, whether or not you see that happening, and to have these incredible fresh voices, these incredible, perspectives come onto the set, and to experience them grow and evolve and fully lean into their characters and become. To watch them become, I'm guessing that may have a little something to do with feeling like a parent.
Yeah. Right.
There were those moments then when you didn't have to act anymore. You were there with these performers, watching them grow and helping and guide in whichever way you can. And I'd said to Raul at one point, because they're such sponges and they're both so curious and always having questions. And there were times where I said, I don't want to mess with what you're doing here. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Just, lean into it, believe it. Because this is something, and Dayo has spoken to this, that we as actors always are trying to find our way back to.
Yeah. We get caught up in process. After you've done this for a while, there's a part of that might get a little bit too regimented, over preparing and over plotting out what it is that you're going to do. But when you have young actors who've never done this before come on set, they're so wide-eyed, and the camera feeds that. The camera feels the authenticity of somebody who doesn't have the pressure of, I went to Yale, or I have 30 movies behind my back. They're just like, I'm happy to be here, and they just listen and respond, and they're right there. And so sometimes they had a lot of questions, which we were, very happy to answer. But whenever it came down towards the nitty-gritty of process and all that, we were like, no, you were chosen because there is something about the actual Giannis and Thanasis within the context of the story where they are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And so you were cast for that reason, because there's a newness to you, there's a freshness to you, and sometimes over process will kill that. So just like, don't do too. You're right in the pocket.
Trust.
Just trust the process. Listen and respond.
You mentioned the word
for us too. Yeah.
You mentioned the word chosen, but how is it comforting? Is it knowing that both of you guys are Nigerians playing Nigerians? In a story that's very fitting.
Yeah.
How comforting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ecstatic. I'm joyful. I mean, how long do we have? There are a lot of different terms and a lot of different things I'd have to say about that. But it also, was a wonderful thing to see on many levels. It's wonderful to see a network, a company pay attention to something that we have all been speaking to for quite a while. And I'm sure, not many as long as you have, but to the idea of authenticity, to the idea of, paying attention to these kinds of details when it comes to storytelling, not just what stories, but how are you telling the stories. And at the end of the day, being able to be a part of this, in a long journey that is still continuing, at least I felt heard in that moment. I felt seen. And I think many people viewing it will feel that as well.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like, it's very rarely do you get Disney making a movie about Nigerians, at heart, we're very ostentatious, very large in life, big people, but we're really quite often forgotten in the grander scheme of things. So to have a project like this shine light on Nigeria and on Africa in a good way, in a good light, in an inspiring light, is amazing, man. It's amazing to be a part of that. And this is my first time, even though I'm Nigerian, it's my first time playing a Nigerian in my career. So I mean, that just was, you know, exciting to just be the full length and breadth of yourself. And in terms of inspiration, like I didn't have to go too far, you know, you could just I could call my dad, I could call my aunts, my uncles, like the research was right there, you know.
You guys did well. Congratulations. Keep it going. I'm always following and supporting your work. Take care of yourselves wherever you're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk down the road.
Likewise.
Thank
Massive
you.
fan.
Yeah.
Likewise. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
you know.
Take care.